Call Caltrans, I call the City of Fresno, I call the Highway Patrol, I call the 311 number from the City of Fresno that's supposed to help get rid of this stuff and get rid of the people, and they haven't been responding.
Fed up with the mess and the homeless problem, the owner of High Quality Bakery giving us a first-hand look at what he's dealing with every day. Piles of trash, homeless encampments, and the dumpster fires that nearly burned his business down. His business, a downtown Fresno staple for more than 60 years. Mayor Lee Brand did respond, but says it's Caltrans' problem and they need to help clean it up. Now, some things have been done, but how bad is the homeless crisis? So I want to welcome in the very brand new CEO of the Poverello House, Zach Dara. Zach,
yes,
how are you? Welcome to the
good.
show.
Thank you.
Just a couple of weeks old as the CEO.
Yes, sir, 3 weeks.
Well, you saw this report. We first reported this, and things got done a little bit to clean it up. But how long could that last? So what do you make of the problem facing business owners, especially in downtown Fresno? Poverello House is down there. You see it firsthand.
Absolutely. Well, you know, I kind of have fresh eyes on this whole situation now, just 3 weeks in. And what I found certainly is sanitation is a major concern. And I've actually had the opportunity to meet with sanitation during my 3 weeks, and it's just that resources are just strained, even with what's happening now.
Okay, so tell me, how bad is it? Is this the #1 crisis plaguing the city of Fresno, homelessness?
I think there's a lot of problems that go into homelessness that are creating this issue. And so just putting homelessness as kind of the outcome as the #1 problem, I think there are other kind of pieces to that puzzle before homelessness that kind of create that issue that we have right now.
Well, give me a sense of what the Poverello House is seeing every single day. Are they seeing the numbers rise when it comes to feeding mouths and people and seeing, offering them shelter and that kind of thing?
Yes, absolutely. We're seeing more numbers than we've ever seen before at Poverello House.
More numbers. Give me a sense of what that is. What
Yes.
kind of numbers are we talking?
Well, first and foremost, definitely feeding. And so that's kind of one of our core businesses. We do about 500,000 meals a year at Poverello House all throughout the city of Fresno and the Central Valley, but then also people in need of shelter. There's just not enough beds. People coming seeking help of all kinds.
How many kids are you seeing under the age of 18?
We see a lot of families coming through our doors right now, especially during the holiday season. They're really coming in major numbers. This is my first year at Poverello House, and so I'm just hearing from staff saying, boy, this is something that we haven't seen before.
I know a lot of families, they want to be helped. I get that. But when you see the homeless making a mess, making encampments, starting fires to keep warm, obviously, they're not putting them out, and that's what could cause some businesses to go up in flames. That's a creation of a bigger problem.
Sure.
Do they want to really be helped?
I think that's the question right now that we have to figure out. I think there's always going to be a percentage of the population who is living on the streets who are not interested in being off the streets. I think we have to be clear and honest about that. And so the question for that percentage and for that population is, what do we do with folks who do not want to get help and who would prefer living on the street?
Well, Governor Gavin Newsom, he added $1 billion to fight the homeless crisis statewide. That's statewide.
Yes.
First of all, it doesn't sound like $1 billion is a lot of money.
Yes,
I get
yes,
it.
it is.
But when you're talking about a homeless crisis, shelters, food, blankets, I mean, you can go on and on and on. This hardly sounds like anything.
Well, I think the problem is bigger than $1 billion, and I think there's systems issues that create those problems and create bigger dollars. However, money that will come into, you know, the Central Valley for our homeless population, for serving our homeless community, is going to be essential kind of for this next chapter of, okay, what do we do with this next round of funding? How do we find solutions to bring people off of the streets, to keep them off of the streets? And I'm looking forward to seeing what our community does in partnership.
Now, we know the budget came out a few months ago. I get that. So I'm curious, though, is the Poverello House seeing any change?
I think we will, yes. I think these dollars are going to begin flowing into our communities, I think, around early next year. And that's where we're going to look at cities, counties, and the continuum of care having the opportunity to go
So there's
after
a priority
those funds.
list, obviously.
Absolutely.
So what's the priority list for the Poverello House?
Well, for us, I think we'd love to build a shelter on our campus. I think we'd love to find ways to find more case managers and more ways to actually help people stay off of the streets. I think there's a lot more work to be done on even just what's happening in partnerships and finding systems of care, not just Poverello House. I don't think there's one organization in in this city who can solve this challenge by themselves. It's going to take a comprehensive effort and collaboration with both community-based organizations, the private sector, the public sector.
You talk about a lot of people getting on board.
Yes.
Mayor Lee Brand, we heard from him earlier. He says, hey, we're going to try to clean things up as best we can. A lot of it's Caltrans, a lot of it's the state problem. We want you to call us so we can tell the state. It almost sounds like it's passing the buck. And I don't want to put that all on Mayor Lee Brand, but at this point, he's the mayor. Is he doing enough in your eyes to help the homeless here and the crisis?
I think that the crisis in our city is bigger than the resources that he has at his disposal at this time. And in getting the opportunity to meet with PD and also with sanitation, they're doing this every day, all around the city, moving homeless folks around the community, doing what they can to pick up the trash, but there's just more issues, more challenges than there are dollars to actually fund what is needed right now to meet those needs.
Sounds like the solution is one word: money.
Perhaps.
All right.
Money and partnership.
All right. Well, we appreciate your position, your new position.
Yes.
And we'll be watching. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me on.
All right.
Thank
Zach
you.
Dara, thank you. Up next, Jerry Dyer's campaign billboard vandalized. How the former Fresno police chief is responding and the reaction from his opponent.